think this is on. Is this on? I don't know. We shall see in just a few minutes. Hi, everybody. I'm Christa with the Big Family Homestead. And sorry, I'm trying to get this stuff set up. Brad had it all set up and I had messed it up. So, hi, everybody. I'm Christa with the Big Family Homestead. And today I'm going to show you all of the fun stuff that we do for Thanksgiving. You don't see it yet, but this counter and stove are covered with things that I'm going to prep for the day before, or well, today, for tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So, hi everybody. Tammy, Tim, Pepper Leah, Tim, another Tim, Marianne, sorry, Tammy, Crystal, Pepper Leah. How is everybody doing today? So I have to just forewarn you, this is not a healthy Thanksgiving. No. We eat healthier the rest of the year, but on Thanksgiving, we're gonna eat lots of this. Yep, lots of that packaged stuffing because it's delicious and it's easy. The one thing I want to say to everybody is, first off, happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you tomorrow. And we're going to have a no stress Thanksgiving. There's no stress. There's no reason for it to be a stressful Thanksgiving. The reason we celebrate Thanksgiving is to give thanks to our Lord and Savior for giving us all of these wonderful blessings. So that's what we're going to do. And I like to do all of this stuff to bless our family. And so we are having a smaller Thanksgiving tomorrow. All of our adult children will not be home. David's in New York. Jonathan's in South Korea. Claire she's on the other side of Wisconsin. So she's going to do Thanksgiving at her home. And so we're just having a smaller Thanksgiving. It's just us chickens here at home. So we're going to get started for our day before prepping so that it's not so much the next day. So we can kind of relax and enjoy the day and just enjoy being around each other. It's not stressful. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my cookbook. So this is all of the holiday recipes that I use for Thanksgiving and Christmas. It has the Amish white bread, which I will be making. It has glazed carrots, which I will be making. It also has green bean casserole, which I won't be making today. I won't be making it this year, probably for Christmas, but not this year. Sweet potato casserole, which I will be making. And then our turkey, which I will prep today, but we'll cook tomorrow. And then we've got pecan pie and pumpkin pie that I'm going to make today so that, again, it's not so stressful tomorrow. So the first thing we're going to start on is our turkey. So I don't need this right now, so I'll set that off to the side. I've got an easel over here, which is really, really great. But I have to move some stuff. I have too much stuff in my space here. I'm going to move the sweet potatoes out of the way, put that there, and bring the turkey over here. It's a butterball. We did not raise turkeys this year. I really wanted to, but ran out of time to do that. But we got a almost 17-pound turkey. Again, we're not having a lot of people, but I do like to have leftovers. That's why, if I'm making turkey, I'm making a big turkey. I tried to find a 20-pounder, but there was no such creature. So here's our turkey. Let me switch the camera here real quick. Let me switch this. Oh, that just does that one. Okay, that's fine. So we've got our turkey here. We're going to go ahead and take our neck and we're going to make our broth. So we have to make more space. I need more countertops. So we're going to go ahead and take our neck out, put that in a pot, And we need to cut that off. And then we need the giblets from the other side. So that's in the bag, that's in the neck. So we're gonna set that off to the side here real quick. And this little creature needs to come off. I do not like those being cooked in the turkey. I may just go ahead and put that in the broth. So I'm gonna cut this little guy off. You can't see what I'm doing, sorry. Cut this little guy off right here. There's some flavor in there and some meat on that, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick that in the broth here. That bone. All right, so now this right here, one way that I like to prep the turkeys, I've rinsed it off already. And then what I do is I take the wings and I kind of bend them back underneath, just like so that it's kind of, that it doesn't get oblong or wobbly. So I take these and just kind of bend them back. So it makes it like a little stand. See how that, look at that. See, and now it won't wobble. And then when we make our stuffing tomorrow, we'll put stuffing in the cavity here and then up here in the neck. We'll stick some in there. So this guy is ready to set aside. Let me move him. And then we'll prep our stuffing, or our broth. Sorry, I walked away. We'll prep our broth. All right, so for this, we're gonna take these out of the bag. And just plop those right down in there. We'll get rid of this. Sorry, I had to wash my hands. All right, so we need now an onion. And the onion, we don't have to chop it up, but we do take the skin off and then cut it in halves. Sometimes quarters, depending on how saucy I'm feeling. Yeah, Mama's cooking. Yeah, you're saying never thought to prep the turkey the day before. Gonna try it. I have always prepped the turkey the day before. It was what my mother-in-law had taught me. And it just makes the day just so much easier. So I usually do it the night before, like 8 o'clock, because then I'll cook the broth and it'll actually simmer all night. And it makes an amazing broth. So now here we need three stalks of celery. Ooh, these need to get washed off. I'm gonna rinse these off. It actually, when you prep the turkey the day before, it actually helps to figure out if your turkey is thawed or not. Because if your turkey is not thawed, then you have a chance to leave it out on the counter and let it continue thawing. Now to this, so all I have in here is the giblets, the neck, an onion, and some celery. And to this, I'm going to add 1 stick of butter. I'm going to add one of the frozen sticks of butter instead of my soft butter. I know, 1 stick of butter, but this will be the broth for the whole dinner. So I actually won't even add salt or any other seasonings to it either. So we're gonna add, can't hear me though. I'm gonna add some water to the pot. Okay, so I just added some water to the pot. Actually, probably could use a little bit more, but I'll go ahead and add that in a little bit. But then we're gonna just put this on a super low heat and let this simmer for several hours. And I didn't get the lid out, but that's okay. I'll just leave that set up over there on the side. I'm gonna switch back to this camera. All right. I was giggling earlier when I went to fill up the water because I noticed you guys can see my slippers. I have to wear slippers, otherwise my feet hurt. Okie dokie. Now, this part's done. Now we're gonna move on to, trying to not make a humongous mess. Okay. We're gonna move on to the sweet potatoes. So that's the nice thing. This is so easy. You don't have to stress about this at all. So, oops, don't set that on the trackpad. Don't mess stuff up. Ugh. There's not enough counter space, guys. Not enough counter space. All right, now I pre-cooked these sweet potatoes and then stuck them in a Ziploc bag and threw them in the refrigerator. We actually cooked them yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Day before. It was the day before. So they are well done and nice and soft. So I'm going to go ahead and take the peels off and stick them in a bowl. And then we'll move on. We'll mash them up. Ruth, would you grab the masher for me, please? I think it's in the drawers over here. So what do you, yeah, Crystal, you cook in slippers too, yeah. Yep. She also prep with seasonings the day before, better taste turkey, like it. Yeah, I've never done a dry marinade. Usually what I do for our turkey is I take some soft butter and I just slather it all over the top, and then that's pretty much it. Thank you, sweetheart. No, I'm good. I'm okay for now, honey. Thank you. Ruth and Caleb have been my helpers today, grabbing stuff. They've been my runners, is what I call them. Said, I need runners. I need this. Go grab this. So, so what do you guys, let me know in the comments. Do you guys, prep the day before, or do you do everything the day of? I'm curious as to how many people, do it the day of. Yeah. Hey, Phoebe, how's it going? Yeah, Pepperly, I'm going to make pumpkin pie. What's funny is I don't even like pumpkin pie, but everybody else does, so I'll make it for them. Pecan pie is my favorite. That's why I make pecan pie. Oh, Tammy says, my children won't eat oven-cooked turkey. They prefer fried turkey. Nice. Actually, fried turkey is very good. What is that squealing? There's a squealing noise. That's weird. It's probably Brad downstairs. He's doing another video downstairs. Oh, it's outside? Okay. Okay. That's all right. No worries. Mama's cooking does most of the day before. Yeah, honestly, I find it so much easier, very relaxing to do it the day before. I'll go back to Tammy's comment about the fried turkey. I've had fried turkey before. It is fantastic. We just don't have a turkey fryer. And everybody just, they're used to it being this way. And I think if we did a fried turkey, it would be for something else, not for Thanksgiving. So, I cook the day before the day of, and just warm each dish on Thanksgiving. Oh, that's a great idea. The turkey always gets the day off. That's funny. That's funny. So how many dishes are all of you making? I actually don't know if I counted. So, I mean, are you guys doing something similar? What's the most, I guess I shouldn't ask so many questions at once. What's the most odd thing that you guys are making? Like, is somebody making oyster stuffing or something like that? Oh. Okay. Thanksgiving meal for just the two of us. Yeah, it is. It can be way too much food, and I'm dialing it back, and it's still going to be way too much food. But that's okay. Like I said before, everybody really likes the leftovers, so we'll eat leftovers for several days. And then I'll hide some of the turkey and I'll have turkey sandwiches for a while. Yes, I hide the turkey. And the kids know that I hide the turkey, so they look for it. What? Caleb? He didn't know that I hid the turkey. You didn't know that? That's funny. Well, you do now. Yep. Caleb knows. He now knows I hide the turkey. Brussels sprout slaw. That's nice. That sounds really good. Alrighty. What else? I had a friend who always made something called ambrosia. Oh, ambrosia. I don't even know what all is in ambrosia, but I know there's marshmallows and some green something. And my grandmother used to make it, and I have never liked it. So I guess it's a thing that people like. Crystal loves to bake 20 to 25 dishes and a big family and sending home leftovers. Oh boy. I hope they share in those dishes, or if you do them all, hats off to you. Holy smokes. But of course it says you love to bake, so you must like doing it. Alrighty. So this is tedious, but I figured we could chat about stuff. You guys have any questions? Give me some content to talk about, because I'm drawing a blank.
You're drawing blanks?
I'm drawing blanks, yes. I'm not as good at this as you are, hon.
You mean just babbling?
Yes, just babbling.
Just babbling? I'm good at babbling.
Yeah.
Is that a double or a backhanded compliment? Is that what I'm hearing?
Sure. No.
It's a backhanded compliment? Oh, honey, you're so good at babbling.
I never said that. You said that.
Oh.
I said you're good at coming up with things to say. I, however, am not.
Well, let's talk about the Soviet missile program in the 1940s.
Okay.
And you.
Sound like one of those videos that they played for kids back in the 50s.
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when they would roll
I don't remember back in the 50s because I wasn't alive yet.
Well, when they'd roll the cart into the schoolroom,
Yeah.
and then it was like you'd watch a movie, and if you got lucky, sometimes it would stop and the film itself would melt right onto the bulb. Mm-hmm. Did that ever happen?
Not in my class, no. That was only in your classes.
Might have just been when somebody accidentally put a pencil in there. I don't know. Never, ever, ever would happen,
No.
other than by complete accident.
Accident.
So
That's funny.
I'm going to get back to work because you know what? I'm making you a special freeze-dried meal.
Oh, joy.
Yes. This one beats out the tacos. This one beats out...
The other thing?
They don't know.
They don't know about the other thing. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
It's a delicious treat.
It is a delicious treat.
But we've done the tacos that they know about, the ravioli that they know about. Mm-hmm. There's one coming up.
And that's all they need to know about.
Oh, but this one's the king. Smell.
No. Yeah,
There's Mike DeFazio.
Mike, how are you?
Hey, man.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Hope things are well, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to get back to freeze drying because
Okay.
it's laborious.
Yes, it is. All right.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah. All right, so I am actually going to only use 4 of these big sweet potatoes because 6 would be a little bit too much. So I need to wash my hands. Sweet potato all over.
Who you call it? Sweet potato.
Yeah, that's funny. Alrighty, now let's throw these back in the refrigerator. And almost literally throw them. And this is garbage. We're gonna put, see, I'm gonna do the Rachel Ray thing, except it's not a bowl. I used to watch Rachel Ray. I haven't watched her in probably 15 years. But she used to put all of her trash in a bowl and even sold trash bowls. I'm not sure whose marketing idea that was, but holy smokes. I'm gonna use a bag like this, and a lot of this can go to the chickens, except for that paper. That's okay. So we're going to set that off to the side. Now, whoop, missed a piece. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mash these with a mashed potato, a potato masher. Except they're cold and they're hard, but that's okay. We'll get there. Let's use my upper body strength, right? Ooh, that bowl is making a popping sound. All right, so hey, swamp picker, freeze-dried sweet potato casserole. Actually, we thought about doing that. Hey, Jess. We thought about doing that, but all the kids looked at us like we had 3 heads and said, how dare you? You cannot freeze dry it because we want to eat it. And Mom doesn't make it enough to where you're going to take our leftovers and freeze dry them. So, not doing it. Not doing it. So, let's see. Oh, see you, Mike. Go back to work. I don't want you to get in trouble for watching this. I love lovin' from the oven season. Last year I baked over 80 loaves. Holy smokes, that's awesome. I'm assuming that's bread. All right, now to this, we're gonna add a few things. I gotta get my recipe out. Ruth, can you get me a small bowl so that I can crack some eggs into it?
Glass or metal?
Just one of the small cereal bowls. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and change this back to here so you can see what I'm doing. Thank you, dear.
Yep.
I need to find my recipe. So I'm gonna open up my handy dandy notebook and find the sweet potatoes. I marked them all, I tabbed them all so that I could find them a lot easier. I should have labeled them, but I didn't, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna fold this back and stick it in the easel. Just mash these up just a little bit more. And then to this, we're going to add 4 eggs. So, got our farm fresh eggs. And yes, I will crack them into a bowl, even though I know they came from a chicken probably just 2 days ago. So, Ruth, I need the beater, the electric mixer, and the beaters, please. So I'm just going to put these eggs in here one at a time. No, it's in the pantry. Over. Is that a shell? No, it's just a weird part of the egg. That happens sometimes. That's why I use a bowl. Chickens do weird things to their eggs. Ugh. All right. 4 eggs. Such a healthy dinner, right? All right, now to this, we're going to add, I need you to see my face for this. To this, we're going to add 1.5 cups of sugar. Yes, 1.5 cups of sugar. I know, it's crazy. Where's my measuring cup? So here's a 1/2 cup. Oops, there's 1. Sugar stuck. 2. It's not quite 2. Let me go back to the other camera. There. And then, so that's 1 cup. This is 1.5 cups. Come on, keeps getting stuck in there. It's not wet, it just keeps getting stuck. 1.5. I know, that is so much sugar, guys. Oh, I can't even imagine. Okay, now I need 1 cup of butter. Let me go back up here. 1 cup of butter, and it's got to be melted. So I need something to put this in. This one. All right, the butter's already soft, but it needs to be melted. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it in this big bowl and throw it in the microwave. Did you find it? Oh, phooey. You know, I can use the immersion blender. That's fine. I'll just do that. I was trying to have Ruth find the electric mixer, but the hand mixer, but she can't find it. But that's okay. Thanks, honey.
Yep.
I need an extension cord, another extension cord. Because there's no power in this station up here. So, all right. Who else? Anybody else have a question? Ooh, pumpkin spice bread. I have made pumpkin bread before, but I honestly haven't made it in ages. I need to make it again. Now that we have tons and tons of pumpkin, I need to make some more. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Joe. Upstairs next to my desk, there's a small white extension cord. All right, now also we need some milk. You just need 2/3 of a cup of milk, and I forgot the other measuring cup. And then we also need some vanilla. 2/3 cup of milk. Oh, just add the rest. It's all right. There's only a little bit left. That'll work. Thanks, honey.
Yep.
Go ahead and plug it into the power strip, and then if you could grab me the vanilla when you get a second.
Vanilla?
Yeah. Now we need the butter. Did you find it?
Yeah, I found the vanilla. There's many, and I don't know which one's open. This one's.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks.
vanilla.
All right, so we got our vanilla, and I use the Haitian vanilla, like right here, because honestly, it has the best vanilla flavor and a very low amount of alcohol. I don't know what they did to it. I don't know how they made it, but thank you, sweetheart. But it is fantastic. I used to order this, well, when Brad went to Haiti about 10 years ago, he brought some home, and then David went and brought some home, but then we didn't go back to Haiti. So I found it on Amazon, but I also found it locally, and I found it locally cheaper at a place called Cloverdale, and it's fantastic. So I need my teaspoon. All right, so we need two teaspoons of vanilla, just like so. Keep that around because that's delicious. All right, let me get rid of the, let me show you, go to the other camera. All right, so we're gonna take this out. And put in our melted butter. Oh, Ruth, could you get me another thing, please? I forgot the casserole dish to put this in. Can you grab me one, please? Mm-hmm. Thank you. See, and I thought I prepared everything. I thought I got everything out, but I did not.
That's what you got me here for.
It's not quite reaching. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulty here for a second. Hold that. No, never mind. No, it's okay. Just got it. Let's see if this works. That should work. Thanks, hon.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I forgot the casserole dish. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and blend this. So, pardon the loudness, but here we go. Except the power strip is not turned on. Can you turn this power strip on here, sweetie?
Yeah.
Thank you. That works. And we're just gonna blend this to where it's nice and smooth. So there is that, and I will scrape this off here real quick. It's funny because I put that melted butter in there and the potatoes are cold, and so the butter got kind of hard at first, got hard quickly, which was really strange. All right, put that over there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in here. And Tammy's asking, is that all the spices you're gonna put in? Yeah, that's all the spices we're gonna put in. Because there's a topping to this. We don't add salt or pepper because this is more of a dessert than a main dish, but because of so much sugar that's in it. But we use it as a main dish. A friend of ours a long time ago, when we lived in Cincinnati, I would make this and bring it, and she would eat this as her dessert. All right, that's done. Can you grab me the food chopper bowl to this thing, please? Thank you. All right, so let me get rid of this. Yeah, it's on the top shelf in the pantry. Set that over there. Now we're gonna make the topping. Now, the topping for this is 4 very simple ingredients. It's brown sugar, butter, flour, and pecans. That's it. And it tastes like candy. Yep, there you go. Flour, butter, sugar, and then pecans. Yep. I mix them all up. I don't put the pecans on top. I mix it all in with the butter and brown sugar. Thank you, dear. So we're going to go ahead and chop our pecans. Need the scissors. And we need 1 cup of pecans. So I really never measure the pecans. I always just put them in there. It looks like about a cup. And if it's not, that's really okay. It's wonky. Okay, so we're just gonna chop them. This food chopper thing is really handy. I love it. Yes, Jess, I believe you could swap maple syrup for the white sugar, and I bet that would actually be really delicious. I've never thought to do that, and I probably will have to try that. I'm gonna mix these up. That's really loud, sorry. There. All right, so chopped, no problem, all done. We could probably leave them bigger, but we have always done it like this, and the kids really like it that way. So now we need another bowl, but I think I'll just use this one because it had butter in it, and I'm gonna put melted butter in it anyway. So we need 5 tablespoons of butter. So we've got 4, 5. I'm gonna throw this in the microwave because that's the only reason you have a microwave is to just melt butter, right? I know that's what we do. So. Okay, now to that, we're going to add a little bit of flour and brown sugar. Where did I put the brown sugar? I think I left it over here. Yep. Left it over here. Don't need this right now. Set that over there. I'm making a big pile of dishes over here. That's okay. All right. good enough. All right, we just need a fork. I'll go ahead and mash that butter up. It's pretty much melted. All right, let me go ahead and switch back to this camera so you can see what I'm doing. All right, to this, I'm going to add the brown sugar, which was 1 cup of brown sugar. And I bet you could probably use maple syrup with this too. Brown sugar. And then I've got the flour already here. 1/2 cup of flour. And then the pecans. And we're just going to give that a mix. I'm losing my lids. I take the lid off and then I forget where I put it. Alrighty. Now we're just going to mix this up with the fork and just make it well combined. Oh, coconut might be good in this. That would be good. We're not huge fans of like the texture of coconut, but I love coconut flavor. I have had this recipe, I want to say for 25 years, maybe 24, 23, something like that. It's been a long time. Been using this recipe for over 20 years, and I have shared it with so many people. I've put it in our cookbooks. You guys have seemed to really enjoy it, but this is like us. This is a staple for our family. All right, now this recipe is pretty much done. We're just going to take this topping and sprinkle it right on top. And I know it's got a lot of sugar in it. That's why you don't eat a lot of it at once anyway. But I think Jess has a great idea that maple syrup, real maple syrup, could be a great alternative for sugar in this recipe. I think I'm gonna have to write that. I'm gonna write that in the cookbook and do that next year, without telling anybody. Of course, Ruth and Caleb now know.
No.
Alrighty, there we go.
Maple sugar.
Huh?
Maple sugar.
Well, that maple sugar, you could probably use less maple syrup than the regular sugar. All right, that's done. That's done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Eggs and cheesy.
Yep.
I didn't know that one.
I made it up.
Oh, okay. Eggs and cheesy, she says. All right, Tammy says the butter and brown sugar melts as it cooks. Then it's oh so good. Yes, it is oh so good. All right, let's see. Let's move this. All right, I've got to clear some stuff here. We're gonna put this over here. We'll put plastic on that and stick that in the refrigerator. I'll bake that tomorrow when we take the turkey. See, the nice thing is when I've got it all situated to where when I take the turkey out, then I can put the rolls in and the sweet potato casserole in the oven. So that's baking while I'm prepping the turkey. So, all right, what's next, Ruth? What's next?
What all are you making?
You don't know? Huh?
I didn't take a look.
The stuffing actually happens tomorrow. I took that stuff out thinking that it was supposed to be today, but it's actually tomorrow. Hold on. Alrighty. We'll go with that. We'll go with pumpkin pie. Caleb decided he was going to use the pumpkins that he had grown and he turned them into pumpkin puree. And then we froze it in breast milk bags. So we're going to use 3 of these. Actually, here, if you could dump that water for me, that would be great.
Yeah.
This is a great way to save different kinds of pureed things. Like I used to do this for when the kids were babies. Thank you. I would make up a bunch of different foods like sweet potatoes or avocado or whatever, bananas, whatever. And then I would put them in smaller amounts in these bags. And then after I was done, you know, doing that when they were older, I used these to make sofrito, which is tomatoes and garlic and peppers and things like that for our rice and beans. And then when he made the pumpkin, I said, oh, this is the perfect thing for this. So instead of using canned pumpkin, we have fresh pumpkin. So we're just going to use this bowl because it's already dirty. And we're going to make our pumpkin pie. So let me find the pumpkin pie recipe. This is great. I got stuff on it already, and so all I have to do is just wipe it off. It's not ruined. Turkey, there's pecan pie, and pumpkin pie. All right, so we need 3 cups of pumpkin puree. Excuse me. More sugar. Oh, I swear, guys. That's why we don't eat like this all year long, because holy schmee-holies, you need to have a week or more to detox from all this sugar. All right, we need, guys, shh. Caleb, I need a pie plate. Can you grab me one, please? So, I went to the refrigerator. No, they're in the drawer over underneath the beverage bar. So I went to the refrigerator to take out my box of pie crusts, and there was only 1 pie crust in it. So we just happened to have the ready-made crusts, the graham cracker crusts from Cloverdale, and I'm going to use this for pumpkin pie this year and save this for pecan pie. So this is going to go over there. This is for our pumpkin pie, and we need our ingredients. So we're going to start with our pumpkin. And for this, I'm just going to open it. I'm just going to slice it open with the knife and squeeze out the puree. Like that. Let me get this off. Did you find it okay? Okay. All right. Just looks like orange baby poo. Good morning, Donna. Just finished Brad's devotional a few minutes ago. Oh, I'm so glad. He's really, in deep. I shouldn't say into it. He's really into the scriptures, really very deep. And I'm appreciative of that.
In depth.
In depth. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth. It's very in depth. Thank you, honey. He brought me the pie plate. All right. I'll use that one for the pecan. So, what else? Who all is having family? Put in the comments how many people are coming over for Thanksgiving tomorrow. For us, it's just us 6 chickens.
Chickens?
No, honey.
Chicken?
I just called you a chicken, yes.
How?
That's funny. I think they're called cooling racks. I'm not sure what. Oh, if you start running out of room in your refrigerator, oh, you can use your cooling racks, yeah, to stack stuff. Yes. Oh, definitely. We happen to have enough space. Well, maybe we may have enough space. Right now, we actually have 3 refrigerators. Because we use one for our eggs and Grace's food, and then we have one for our milk and all of our dairy stuff, and then we have the one right here that keeps all of our other junk in it.
Like leftovers.
Yes. There. All right, finally. That's the only thing about this. It's a little tedious to get those out of those bags. Same, just our 5 chickens and 1 taquito. Awesome. Living in a hot mess. You're having 26 people. Whew, I hope you have a lot of places to sit. So, to this, that's a lot of folks. That's awesome, though. What a blessing. To this, we need... Oh, I need the can opener. No, I don't need the full can opener. I just need the bottle opener. Yep, for evaporated milk, I just need a bottle opener. If I can find it. There it is. Oh, there it is.
I was like, I needed a can opener for this.
Yeah. Okay. Cinnamon. So we're gonna have, sorry. Take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Monica. Monica has 5 coming over. All right, to this, we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. Ooh. Probably could do maple syrup with this too. Oh, man, there's that big chunk. All right, I am not adding all of the sugar. I'm just going to add, well, it's going to be less than that. It'll be plenty sweet. That's plenty. Plenty of sugar. All right. Now we need... Do eggs need to go in this? Yeah, the eggs are towards the back. Okay, so we're going to continue adding our spices. We need cinnamon. I need 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Lost all my measuring spoons here. All right. 1-ish. 1-ish half. And then we need 1 teaspoon of ground cloves. I love clove. Such a I don't know, the smell on it is just amazing. 1 of those. Let's see. Oh yes. Do you know how to make caramel out of evaporated milk? Yes. I thought it was sweetened condensed milk that you make caramel with. I've never heard of it with the evaporated milk. You'll have to expound on that for me. All right, I need 1 teaspoon of allspice. And then we need 1/2 teaspoon. What? Only 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla? No way. That's got to be a full teaspoon. Calories don't count if it's made with love. That is very correct, Jess. I completely agree. We're going to go 1 teaspoon of vanilla because why not? It's delicious. And then we need 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, ground ginger. It's got a big clump in it. I'm going to break that up. Okay. Big clump of that. Then we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Just a little bit. That's all you need. All right, then we need our eggs. I'm going to just use this bowl that I used before, as to not make too many dishes. Let me go ahead and go back to this one so you can, I should have put it there so you could, excuse me, see what we're doing. Elaine, we have 14, including those that live here. That's awesome. Oh, Ruthie. Gotta wash the eggs, honey. Gotta wash the eggs. Okay, we need 4 large eggs. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 and 4. All right. So move that over there. And then we're just going to whip this up. I am going to rinse this out because it has sweet potatoes on it, which is not too far off of pumpkin. Does still have the butter on it, but that's okay. I'm not super picky. Okie doke. Let's go ahead and blend this. And I need to turn the oven on. Did I get anything? Oh, I forgot the evaporated milk. That's okay. I'll get this first. All right, I forgot the evaporated milk. Yes, Jess, I completely agree. Remember to turn your scales back 15 pounds before 1 o'clock in the morning. Fly up there. I'm just gonna open this just like this. There's no reason to use the big can opener for this when it's a liquid. Takes a little bit longer to get out of there, but that's okay. All right, blend this up. Okie dokie. Now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get a cookie sheet out because this is quite liquidy. I'm gonna change this. Yeah, Krista, what time should I arrive at your house for Thanksgiving? I actually don't even know what time we're eating tomorrow. We usually eat like around 1, so if you can be here by 1, you're welcome. But just let me know ahead of time, so that I have enough spaces to sit. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead, and this is an old junky cookie sheet. As you can see, it's an old junky one, so I don't care if stuff gets spilled on it. Doesn't really matter. So we're gonna go ahead. I have a feeling, Ruth, could you please go get me another one of these pie crusts? Because I have a feeling that this amount of stuff is going to be too much for this pie crust. I'm going to use a bigger cookie sheet. Bigger cookie sheet, because I think there's too much liquid here, or batter. I guess it would be a batter, not really. Mix, I don't know. So, I'm going to go ahead and get my thingamajob. Where's my thingamajob? Oh, let's grab another one. Couldn't find my thingamajob. This is my thingamajob. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, you needed the gorilla snot that was on it?
Yes.
That's what they use on these to keep it. They call it gorilla snot. So she likes it. She likes to play with it. That's fine.
Stuck together, so.
Yeah. All right. Pull that off of there. Careful. All right. We're going to fill this about there. Yeah, I thought it was going to make 2. Ooh. Might have to add a little bit more. Look at this. Here, show you guys. Look. It's going to expand a bit, but that's okay. That's why we put it on the pan. There we go. All right. Now we're going to, I forgot to turn the oven on, but we're going to bake this at 425. Let me go here. We're going to bake it at 425 for 15 minutes, and then we're going to turn the temperature down to 350 to bake for another 45 to 60 minutes. So you might not see this all done because it'll take much longer, but I will go ahead. Let me make sure there's nothing in the oven. Put this rack down. All right, I'm going to stick these over on the other side of the counter so we can keep working. Uh-oh, I ran out of space. out of space. Alrighty, drink of water. Alrighty. Now, Elaine, I was excited prepping my green bean casserole this year. It's the first time with home canned beans, green beans, and homemade cream of mushroom soup. That's awesome. That is the way to go. That is the way to go. Green bean casserole is really good. I'm not making it this year, but I do have an awesome recipe for it, and we made it last year. It was so good. All right, this sounds so good. Okie dokie. So now let's get this out of the way and start on the next thing. Let's get rid of some of this garbage here real quick. Some of this mess. Holy smokes. The mess really piles up. Let me tell you. Okie dokie. Clean this off. All right, I don't need this cutting board anymore. Okay. It's such a beautiful day out. I've got the windows, the cross breeze open here, because when I'm working in the kitchen, I get hot and my thermostat does not work. Yeah. I just might, Debbie. I might collapse after this. Okay, what's next? Okay, I'm not going to do mashed potatoes today. That's something we do the next day. Jarred gravy, boiled parsley, buttered potatoes. That sounds delicious. Stuffing from a box, sautéed Brussels sprouts, cranberry sauce, single serve pumpkin cake or pumpkin pie. Perfect. Whatever works for you guys. So don't feel bad about this box stuffing because I use the bag stuff. So brown berry or Pepperidge Farm, either one, they're both really good. Well, yes, stovetop is good, but for Thanksgiving, I use Pepperidge Farm or the brown berry. I really like those. Let me move this out of the way. All right, next is our, sorry, I have an itch on my forehead. Why do I have an itch on my forehead? I have no idea why I have an itch on my forehead. Anyway, so let's go with, all right, let's do the rolls. Let's do the bread. Now I've done bread many times. You guys have seen the two videos that have come out for the loaf and the, rolls. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go ahead and make dinner rolls. I'm going to make the dough for dinner rolls. And I need to wash this pan. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a break here really for a second. Okay, I'm going to put this back on the intro so I can wash this pan and get set up again. So give me just like 2 minutes. Okay, guys? Okay, I'm back. So, thank you for that. I needed a little bit of a breather. So, we're gonna go ahead and make the Amish white bread. We're gonna make it into rolls. And I know you guys just saw this video, but this is my prep and this is what we're doing. So for this, we need 2/3 of a cup of sugar. And I know that's a lot of sugar. And I probably will end up using this whole jar of sugar, which is kind of frustrating. That's 1/4 cup, not a 1/3. Where's my 1/3? I bet this is, let me get a 1/3. I thought that one was a 1/3. I guess not. That's okay. So I have to use a little bit less sugar. That's really gonna be all right. All right, 1/3 cup of sugar. Need this. Now we're gonna put on our hot water. Hot-ish water, it's not super hot. Gonna get that dissolving. No, actually Brad is not behind the camera. He is upstairs. He's doing some editing upstairs. Gosh, that's loud. Sorry. Get a towel. Put underneath there. Make that a little bit quieter, not too bad. Yeah, so I'm actually doing this pretty solo. Not pretty solo. He got it set up for me, but I'm doing this all by myself today. The thing about sugar, it takes too long to dissolve sometimes. Hey, Adapt 2030, how are you? Just joining, but that pie crust looks amazing. What pie crust? Oh, back there, that's our pumpkin pie. I actually put it in graham cracker crust. So I ran out of pie crust. I only have one, and I'm saving that for the pecan pie. So we need my marbles. My marbles are missing. We need 1½ tablespoons of yeast. Just going to sprinkle that on top. That's about a half. There we go. And then, oh, I forgot the oil. I will use butter. I will use butter. Sorry, guys. It's probably a little discombobulated. I tried to get everything prepared, but you can never really get everything prepared beforehand. It's because there's several different recipes I'm working on here, and you know, I forget stuff. So I'm gonna melt this. There must have been a couple of seconds left on that microwave, so it just kind of dinged. Yep. Made it watery. Yeah, see, I was thinking about, you know, the pumpkin pie recipe. It calls for a whole 12 ounces of evaporated milk. I think I would probably change that and cut it down to like a ½ cup of milk and be done with it. That's probably what I might do next year. All right. Here's our butter. Let me give this a mix. All right, I'm gonna pour this in here. Just like so. And then we're gonna go ahead and get our flour. Hopefully I got enough flour in my bucket here. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm moving stuff over here. Sorry, it's a little bit loud. All right, I'm gonna switch to the other camera. All right, so I've got the water, sugar, yeast, and butter in here. And to this, I'm going to add I think I'll start with 3 cups of flour. 2, 3. And then add my salt, which is 1½ teaspoons, which is ½ of a tablespoon. Yeah, Cindella. Sorry, I almost read that wrong. You showing your real struggles is comforting to me. At least I know I'm not the only one who looks lost in my kitchen. Oh, you're saying I look lost in my kitchen? Just kidding. I know you're not. It's, you know, when I'm in the kitchen by myself, not doing, you know, not having to have a conversation with a computer, because, you know, I'm having a conversation with you, but you can only type a comment. I am looking at the computer. It's kind of strange for me. I'm not used to that. So having to do that plus cook these things, it's harder for me, honestly. All right, so we're gonna add a fourth cup of, not 1/4 cup, but a 4th cup of flour. Number 4, the 4th cup of flour, not a 1/4 cup of flour. Get this going here, get this mixed, and then this will be rising, and then we'll make the rolls later on, but I won't be live on that. We've been going for an hour and 15 minutes already. All right, that's 3/4 of a cup of flour. I don't want to add too much more because I don't want it to be too thick. Because if you add too much flour, you'll have a brick. So my slogan now is going to be, I'm going to come back over here so you can see my eyes. Make bread, not bricks. I love that. I love that line because I, for so many years, made bricks, and I have finally gotten the hang of it. Finally, in the last 10 or 12 years, finally got the hang of how to make actual bread. My next goal is to actually make wheat bread taste good. So I've been working on that. All right. Let's get this out of here so we can start mixing by hand. Ah, come on. Goodness gracious. All right, the oven is heated up. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pies, the pecan, no, not pecan, pumpkin pies inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this, and very carefully, here, I'll bring this over, and you can see the pies. They look delicious. They look better when they're cooked. All right, so we're gonna set that timer, what did I say, 15 minutes, 10 minutes? I better look. 15 minutes, and then we'll turn the temperature down. Okay, 15 minutes, and it's, oh, not 1, 2, 3, 4 anymore. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yes. Jesus loves you. Do you use the broth you made in the beginning for your gravy? Yes, I do. That's the only broth I use. I don't use a store boxed broth. I will only use the broth I make. So yeah, I will do that. I'm going to go back to the other camera so you can see me mix this. Have I ever made sweet potato dumplings? No, but that sounds delightful, and I will have to try that one day. All right, so we're just gonna knead this until it's smooth. And I may have to add a little bit more flour. I've got, I think, almost 5 cups in here. So we're just gonna knead this. I need to add probably a little bit more flour. It's getting sticky on my hand. There we go. So, who all makes your own dinner rolls for Thanksgiving? Or do you go with prepackaged? Which there is no judgment if you do. Because there have been many times where I will use prepackaged crescent rolls or something like that, because there's just not enough hands, there's not enough time, there's not enough ovens in the world to get everything done. So you have to just relax. There's no stress. Just do what you can. Oven smells funny. It smells like something fell onto the bottom. It's not burning, just smells funny. All right. So we're gonna just keep kneading this. Let's see, Cindella. I've just started making bread with fresh milled flour after coming across information on how white flour has all the goodness stripped out. It does. It does. The fresh milled wheat flour is nothing like store-bought. You're right. Totally right. I actually was doing some research that when you mill your own wheat, the nutrition is in there within the first 24 hours. After that, it starts to reduce and reduce and reduce. So it's better to use it the day you mill it. Then you have the most nutrition in it. Lupe, I love making bread for my family. You have inspired me to make my own. I'm so glad. Honestly, it has been such a blessing to be able to make bread for my family. They love it. When our kids were younger and I was making this bread, this particular recipe, the two older boys would hollow out the inside of it, and so where it looked like they hadn't eaten any of it. But yeah, they hollowed it out. They pick it up from the bottom and take it out from the bottom. Yeah, and then I'd cut into it and they'd hear me screaming from the other side of the house. Okay, now this is a touch sticky, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and just let this rest. We're gonna cover it with some plastic. And that's okay if it's just a little bit sticky. We don't want it super dry. So, let me move this over here. Let me get some plastic wrap. Okie dokie. And grab some plastic wrap. I'll be right back. You need Brutus. Move, Brutus. Move, Brutus. Move, Brutus. Oh, Brutus, my goodness. Sorry that took so long. Sorry about that. Brutus, who is our 160-some pound Saint Bernard, is laying in there and he blocks the door. He blocks the whole doorway. It's quite frustrating. Let me get this. I don't want this to dry out, because when it dries out, and I've done this before, it accidentally I forgot to cover it or something, and it gets that crust on it and you can't use that part. So it's better to cover it either with plastic or a wet tea, I don't know why I say wet tea towel. It's just a wet towel. There. I'm getting to the end of my plastic wrap here, so it's not working very well. And this box is about destroyed, which is okay. Okie dokie. Throw this over here. All right, let's move on to our pecan pie. Let me... Anybody have any more questions? Mom is making the dinner rolls. Awesome, Monica. Steve, you're making the Hawaiian rolls, I hope? Or is your wife making those? Alrighty. Let's see. Anybody else have any questions? Sounds like great memories. Yeah, they are great memories. Yeah. Name here. That's a clever name. Happy Thanksgiving. I can't wait to make my first loaf. I can't wait till you try it because you'll never go back. Never, never. It's amazing. The reason, now I want to talk to you about the cookbook again really quick. The reason I made this cookbook is mainly because for my kids. I'm gonna cry. Because when Brad's mom passed away, she was able to tell me all of these recipes. But I didn't get them all, so I had to find some. Sorry, she was special to me. So I wanted my kids to have this so that they wouldn't have to worry about not having those recipes from mom or grandma. So anyway, we're done with that. No more crying. There's no crying in baseball. Right, Caleb? Oh, he left. There's not. Yeah, you're right. We do. Okay, pecan pie has a few ingredients in it. Sorry. Weepy. All right, I need a bowl. Okay, so I needed another bowl, so I had to go and wash one because I don't have that many bowls, nor do I want that many bowls. So, we're going to, okay, we're not going to whip up a pie crust because, you know what? Who's got time for that? I don't have time for that. I'm using the prepackaged kind. So we'll go ahead and put this in. This has been sitting out since before we started, so it should be soft enough to be able to roll out. Just gonna cut the top here. I think I need to move this like that. I'll just do it like that. Okay. So I'm gonna open this up. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Donna, I'm glad you're doing this today. I know. I understand, Dawn. And I miss you, friend. Okay. See what you guys did? Made me all weepy. All right, so we're gonna just roll this out very carefully. It is quite soft, so I'm trying not to tear it. But it needs to be room temperature when you buy the pre-packaged crusts, because if it's cold, it's just gonna break. So, alrighty, now I'm gonna get that pressed down into there so that there's no air bubbles. You can't see what I'm doing, sorry. You're just looking at the top of my head. All right, so we're gonna press this down in here so that there's no air bubbles. There's one right there. We don't want an air bubble. Okay, now, the way I was taught how to do this was just like this. And I know there's a million other ways to do the pie crust, but this is the one that I was taught. And it's not the prettiest, but honestly, who cares? It's what it tastes like, right? I've seen even using this to make the indentations on the pie crust. But we're just gonna go this route. I didn't buy the ones in the frozen tins this year, honestly, just because I forgot. And we're just gonna make this work. Just like that, okay? Now we're gonna set this off to the side, just like that. Get rid of this. And then we need more sugar, don't we? Need more sugar, lots more sugar. Oh, I am gonna keep this here. It's a dirty rag, but I don't really care. All right, we need our caro syrup, which is just a light corn syrup. So we're gonna get our brown sugar. as well. Okay, now we need, oh boy, 1 cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of corn syrup. Here's our brown sugar and our corn syrup. Let's see if I can open this. Oh, I can. Usually these get so crusty and hard that you can't open them. And then we need some more eggs, which we have. There we go. 1 cup of corn syrup. Ooh, that is really sweet. I got a little bit on my thumb. I've never had really corn syrup from just raw corn syrup before. All right, there's that. Let's get rid of this. All right, what else? No, I don't stab it with a fork. I've never done that, actually, Tammy. And I never, Monica, I didn't ever make Prepsteader Bob, Mrs. B, never made her pecan pie. Okay, where are we at? So we got our corn syrup and our brown sugar. We need a little bit of salt. Where's my, I lost my measuring spoons. Here they are. All right, so 1/4 teaspoon. This is a 1/2 teaspoon, so only use half of that. Oops, I think I might have used too much salt in the pecan pie, or the pumpkin pie. Oh well. We need our vanilla, which is our Haitian vanilla. This stuff is awesome. Go in there just like that. Oh, there's a little extra. That's okay. And then we need some eggs. We need 3 eggs. And we've used almost 8 dozen eggs today.
8 dozen?
Not 8 dozen. A single dozen. Brad thought I saw said 8 dozen.
I was like, whoa, what are you making?
A mess.
We're only having souffle.
Only souffles. Right, exactly. That's funny. Oh, let me put that in there. Okay, 1 more. And then we need our pecans. I need 2 cups of pecans. Now, I usually do the decorated thing, but I'm not doing the decorated thing. Okay, now, the 15 minutes on the pumpkin pie is done. So we're gonna take this and take the temperature down to 350 degrees. There. Okay. Let me come back up here. Okay. Now, I just need a whisk. I think I will use my whisk. I'll whisk this stuff up first. So the brown sugar, the vanilla, the eggs, the corn syrup. I'm just going to use a whisk to mix this up. I can't find my electric mixer anywhere. I should say Ruth couldn't find it, but that's okay. And I'm not going to go and find it right now. Oh, Debbie, does anyone watch the Macy's Parade? I actually haven't watched it for years. They went into a way I just didn't agree with, and I wasn't gonna give them money by watching it. All right. Yep, you saw the shell. The shell is there. All right. Now to this, we're gonna add our pecans. And I think I'm just going to add them whole. Actually, I'm sorry. These are chopped, or pieces. So this is what they look like. There we go. See that? They're just big pieces. I'm not gonna break them up. I'm just gonna leave it like they are, but I need a measuring cup. Here's 1/2 cup. I'm gonna go ahead and swap back to the other camera real quick. I hope, Miranda, I hope he knows how blessed he is. Yes, he does. And I am equally as blessed. So we need 2 cups of pecans, so that's half. It might be the rest of this bag. 1, 2. Yep, I'm just gonna throw the rest of the bag in. I didn't buy whole pecans this year. That's good. All right, now I'm gonna just take this and just give it a stir. Now this bakes for 40 to 45 minutes, or 40 to 45 to 55 minutes at 350 degrees. So we've already got our oven at 350 degrees, so that's good. Look at that. That looks so good. I could eat this right now, just like it is, because pecans are my favorite. Okie dokie. Now, we're gonna go ahead and put this in the pie crust, just like this. Look at that. Oh gosh. You guys. Oh, so good. I have fond memories growing up. My grandma used to make pecan pie, and then my mom would make it after my grandma passed away. But just kind of stir that up just a little bit so that the pecans are evenly distributed throughout. There's an echo in the bowl. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven, 350 degrees, 40 to 45 minutes. Might have to go on the bottom rack. Or, no, it's not over. Well, it's gonna have to wait. The oven's full. And I'm gonna have to raise up the pecan pie, or the pumpkin pies, to put this in. So this is gonna have to sit. I think that's all the stuff I was gonna prep today. Let me look. So I made the bread. Be quiet, Daisy. The carrots I didn't make, I'll make those tomorrow. Sweet potato casserole's done. Turkey's tomorrow. Pecan pie is done. Pumpkin pie is done. So guys, I think that's it. That's all the prep I'm gonna do today. Except for all the cleanup. You guys should see this mess here. It's insane. There's a whole pile of stuff over here. This whole counter is full, as you can see. So, that is in a pie shell. Yeah, you're not kidding. Pecan pie is one of my guilty pleasures, and that's why I don't make it but once or twice a year, because I could sit and eat this whole thing. Honestly. That would make me so sick, though. I will not do that. I have learned I will not do that. So, that's it today, folks. I hope you had fun. I had fun. This was a blast. I've never done a live stream by myself like this. I may do them more often. I'm not sure. Yeah, I hope you guys have a very blessed Thanksgiving tomorrow. Enjoy your family and guys have a blessed day.